will Social Security, and some of these other very important monthly check programs, including SSDI, Survivors, SSI, and VA, be replaced? This is a really good question, which we need to cover right here in this video, so let's get right into it. All right, now this is a big question that I've seen popping up here a number of times over the last few days that I certainly do want to address for you right here in this video, simply because I do understand that a lot of you right here in this community do receive some type of fixed monthly income, as well as all of these benefits combined do actually encompass about 70 plus million beneficiaries right here in the United States. Therefore, this is a very big question, and I want to talk through all the details about this and let you know where we currently stand with all of these benefits. What does the future look like for these monthly benefits, and what is actually going on right now to actually indicate why some people might be wondering, are my benefits going to be disappearing or are they going to be replaced? Again, a really good question, and hopefully I will offer some clarification for this topic right here in the video. I've done a bunch of research on this to try to figure out what is going on here. Is there something else going on? Where are these questions coming from? And what are the programs out there that may actually be coming in to replace these very important programs that have been around for decades and decades? So let's get into it and discuss all the details. However, really fast before we do, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, thank you so much for joining me, but please make sure to subscribe down below. It's totally free to do so. I'm watching everything very, very closely every single day, breaking it down into these short videos to keep you updated and to help you out in any way that I possibly can, answering your questions, answering your concerns, and doing anything I can to make sure that we're getting extra money, benefits, programs, checks, and helping you out with your monthly benefits, as well as pointing out any other programs that are popping up right now during this very busy time that we can possibly take advantage of as low-income or fixed-income beneficiaries. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet so you don't miss any updates going forward, and let's get right into it and discuss this very important topic and, of course, very important question. All right, so here's what it's coming down to. According to the research and everything that I've been looking at as far as where is all of this coming from, as far as the questions I've been seeing, and a few of the headlines that I've been seeing here over the last few days, wondering, are these benefits actually on their way out, and are they really going to be replaced? Here's what it comes down to. These very important programs that I mentioned earlier at the beginning of this video, Social Security and everything encompassed within it, as well as SSI, SSDI, VA benefits, all of these programs have been around for many, many decades. As a result, these are very established programs. They have millions upon millions of beneficiaries. Collectively, over 70 million people draw on these monthly benefits, and it does account for the vast majority of monthly incomes for a lot of the beneficiaries. So you can see the very, very important programs that are in place right here, right now. Here's what it's coming down to, though. Since late 2019, there's been this new concept that popped up: universal basic income or guaranteed basic income. Now, there's many programs that are floating around the country right here, right now. Generally, they are guaranteed basic income programs. The major one that popped up for the very first time was in late 2019 in Stockton, California. Ever since then, the rest has been history, as there are almost 100 of these programs all around the country right here, right now, that are sending out monthly checks to who? Yeah, you guessed it, the low income, the fixed income, those people who have limited income, limited resources, older adults, elderly, people with disabilities, seniors, and a variety of people who are low income. So basically the same groups of people that are recipients and beneficiaries of all the benefits I mentioned earlier, which makes some people wonder, is this kind of like the precursor to our monthly benefits actually disappearing and being replaced? So let's talk through the details about this, because again, I want to be here to break down all the information, give you the best information, as well as be here right by your side to help you out and to make sure that you're reassured as far as what is going on with your monthly benefit. According to the statistics and everything that I've seen down in the comments section, as well as just the general research on these very important programs, a lot of beneficiaries out there rely on their monthly benefit for the vast majority of their monthly income. So I totally understand. Your monthly benefit is very, very important, right? If it disappears for some weird reason, that would not be a good situation for a lot of people, right? Anyway, I completely recognize that. All right, so here's what it comes down to. these guaranteed basic income programs and these other monthly check programs that are sending out monthly benefits on an ongoing monthly basis for all those groups that I just mentioned a minute ago, these programs are above and beyond any type of other federal program. Now, here's the thing. These guaranteed basic income programs are typically administered on the state level, the county level, the city level, and some kind of level as far as like on the locality level, right? Even some charities or organizations even distribute benefits under these programs. Whereas these other programs that we've been talking about as far as the 70 plus million beneficiaries encompassed under Social Security, SSDI, SSI, survivors, retirement, VA, all of these are federally funded programs, right? So there's a huge difference between federal programs and state, city, county, or local programs. There's a huge difference. So, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, these programs, as in the federal programs, Social Security, and all those that I just listed, by no means are these going anywhere anytime soon. Now, maybe in like a very long time from now, 50 years or some very long time out from right now, maybe there's some kind of shift in programs. But as of right now, these programs have been around for so long. Millions of beneficiaries rely on these monthly programs. They are certainly not going to be replaced by some county level guaranteed basic income program. It's just not going to happen. Not right now. So maybe if there happens to be some type of guaranteed basic income program on the federal level at some point in the future, which I actually do believe that there will be. At one point, I don't really know, but I do believe that there will be a guaranteed basic income program at some point administered on the federal level. However, that would need to be in place for a very long time. And again, this could probably go back into the concept of Social Security for all, right? We've been hearing about this concept for a couple years now. It would probably roll perfectly in line with exactly one of these guaranteed basic income programs, which would be essentially a federally funded, nationwide guaranteed basic income program, which they would probably give some kind of name like Social Security for all, essentially sending out ongoing monthly checks for the low income, the fixed income, seniors, elderly, older adults, people with disabilities, and essentially anybody that has an income under a certain threshold that they would actually establish, right? So that's essentially what it would come down to. However, that would probably be a very long time from now. Again, I do think it's probably not that long out from by the time that we actually do see a nationwide guaranteed basic income program. But by the time that we could possibly see any of these major programs, as in Social Security, which by the way, we know that this program has some major issues ahead of them, as far as a lot of money going out the door and not as much money coming in through payroll taxes. And again, that is a whole other can of worms that we can open up in a separate video. But as of right now, Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, any of these monthly benefits that are administered on the federal level, they're not going anywhere, okay? They are not going anywhere anytime soon. Now, of course, I can't promise anything. I can't guarantee anything because I have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. But for the most part, these programs are not going anywhere. They've been around for 30, 40, 50 plus years, and there's just no way that they're going anywhere anytime soon. Like I said, maybe at some point in the future, when a federally funded guaranteed basic income program starts sending out ongoing monthly checks, maybe. Again, this would take many decades, I would presume. Maybe over many decades, they start to phase out these programs and replace them with other programs like a nationwide guaranteed basic income program. But honestly, that is probably so far into the future that there's just no even point in talking about it. And again, that is just kind of speculation on my part based on the major problems that Social Security has in front of it, right? So we all know kind of those problems that are going on as far as the insolvency issues. More money going out the door than actually what's coming in. The program is slowly losing money basically every single year, right? So there's more money being drawn out than there is money going in. As a result of that, that's going to lead to some major financial problems going forward unless Congress comes forward and steps up and raises Social Security taxes, or maybe they pump $1 trillion into it. Who knows what they're going to do? Not really sure what their strategy is, but this is a major issue that they do have ahead of them. So anyway, if you've been somebody wondering, are our benefits at risk right now? Are our benefits in jeopardy of possibly being replaced or lost, anything like this? please don't worry about it. You have nothing to worry about. For the most part, your benefits are fully secured. You're pretty much good to go. Again, I can't promise anything. I have no idea what the future is going to hold, but I'm simply saying, for the most part, based on history, based on the longevity of these programs, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere anytime soon, okay? And even when it comes to the insolvency issue, that's not even a problem that we need to worry about for at least another 10 years or so, give or take a couple years. The timeline has been changing a little bit lately, but for the most part, even this insolvency issue, again, nothing to worry about anytime soon, right? We can tackle that in 5, 6, 7 years from right now when we're a small handful of years out rather than 10 years. A decade is a long time, so we don't need to go down that rabbit hole now. Anyway, I hope this kind of answers some of the questions. There are a lot of these guaranteed basic income programs all around the country right now. Great programs. They're helping out a lot of people. But when it comes to actually replacing monthly benefit, not happening. Not anytime soon anyway. So anyway, hope this one answers your questions, maybe alleviates some of your concerns. If you're a fixed income beneficiary, sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, I think is what they say on flights, something like that. Anyway, my point is, don't worry about it. There's no reason to get yourself worked up about it. There's no reason to instill any worry about this. Your benefits are going to be fine, okay? So anyway, hope that answers the questions for you. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and of course, go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos right here on the channel. Thanks again. I truly appreciate it. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be, helping you out, and very much dedicated to being your one and only daily advocate and to be here right by your side every single day. Enjoy your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.